Well, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for another new in the queue product feature. My name is Elizabeth Miller, CEO at Quaint Business Solutions. Quaint is an SAP B1 provider who values excellency in customer service, as well as knowledge of the SAP B1 application. And part of what we do here at Quaint is to ensure we're always bringing you the latest and greatest innovations in the B1 space for our existing customers and potential new customers. So that's what brings us to our presentation today. Today we are talking about Boyum Perfion, a product information management system, or PIM, which helps companies manage large amounts of product information and distribute it efficiently across all relevant channels. So we have the lovely Rosie Coronado from Boyum here joining us today. Thank you, Rosie, for joining us and getting ready to show us this great solution. Just a reminder, if you have questions, we will have a question and answer time at the end. Should any questions arise during the presentation, just be sure to jot those down and we'll be happy to answer those following the presentation. So Rosie, whenever you're ready, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Hello, everybody. Some of you might know me. As Elizabeth said, my name is Rosie Coronado, and I'm the one who will show you our Perfion PIM solution, Product Information Management. If you have questions while we go through, you can also put them in the chat during the presentation, and then we will have the Q&A. So what is a PIM? A lot of people don't even know what a PIM is. So it's a product information management system. You have a single source of truth. I have met so many people, and when I mention PIM, everybody says that's something I need, because we have Excel spreadsheet here, Excel spreadsheet there, and nobody, then the Excel spreadsheet does not get updated, so the data is never correct, and PIM will fix that. So why do you need a PIM? Effortless product data management. Okay, you have a centralized solution where you have all the information in there, and it's very robust. You will see today how user-friendly it is and how easy to use. That's always important to a customer, because if you have a complex screen in front of you, you don't like to work in there, but it's very easy to use. So you have a central hub, and this is where you keep your product information management. And then you decide what you want to send out to your ERP system. You decide what you want to send to your website, to any different sites, because this site needs this information, but my ERP system doesn't need it. Okay? If you don't have a PIM, this is what it looks like. It's just spreadsheets. Nobody talks to each other. Your product information is not correct. You're sending something to your website and the data is missing. And you know, people look at your data. If people have put a good review, for example, and if you don't have all the information there, of course, that's going to hurt your sales. With the PIM, it's going to look like this. This is your Perfion in the middle. And then you see you have quality assurance. You make sure all the fields needed are on the item master. We also have a supplier portal. If you sell for suppliers, they can send you the list of items what you want to put out there and sell. Marketing are the ones that love it the most, because no more Excel spreadsheet, no more keying in stuff, because they can just import into the PIM solution. Okay, so all the product data in one place. So if you are somebody who has a lot of Excel spreadsheet, marketing works here, the product manager has his own spreadsheet, then you might want to look into this. Okay. So industry, we don't care. We have all kinds of different industries. You have a lot of items. You have a lot of attributes. You want to capture pictures, for example. We don't care. But you don't want to have all this information in your ERP system. As we know, in SAP Business One, for example, all you need is the item code, the price to sell something. You don't want to have 20 pictures for an item, because it's going to load up your server. So how does it work? Marketing managers. I just visited a customer. They are selling cell phone accessories. When I talked about PIM, they loved it because they said, you know what? We have the new cell phones coming out. We get all those different products for the new cell phones, you know, how they always make sure it's a different charger, different case, whatsoever. And they have to key in hundreds of items every time there's a new rollout. That would help them. PIM will help them because the supplier can send them the items, the new items, and they just import it to their PIM solution. So marketing, product managers, you want to make sure all the product information is correct. That's another key person that would be in the PIM solution. And then, of course, the IT managers, because the IT managers always make sure, hey, my ERP system needs to run well, and they don't want to have all the data they don't need in the ERP system. And I have seen it. We have so much user-defined fields sometimes, so much stuff. It clogs up the system. It takes more space, but you don't need it because that stuff I need on my website, I don't need in the ERP system. In the ERP system, we just want to sell, as we know. So let's jump into the system. If you have a PIM, this is how you log on. We have a client version, but you most likely will work on the web client. This is the look. The view. I hope you guys can see it. It's a little bit small even for me, but hopefully it looks better on you. I have a little bit small screen with me. So here are my items. You have your different menus. If I go here, there's my coffee and tea, for example. So if I click on accessories, you see those are my items and I have one label. So I have this brand name basically, and all those items go under this one. If I go to coffee machines, I don't have a level. So you can have different levels. This is just one level and there's all my coffee machines. And this is all the information about my item. And of course, I can have more information on here. And if you want to update something, it works just like Excel. You can say, okay, I need to update this number. You just go ahead and put it in there and it's updated. So you have a nice grid and you can update it. If you know Excel, you know Perfion. And that makes it easy for the users. You also see right here, you have fields. If I change the height, then you will see it's going to change, of course. On the next field, the dimension will be updated. You can also, doesn't hit my enter key, there we go. Hit the wrong key. So my dimensions were updated. You also can make, like I said, different labels. There is 3 different brands, and underneath I have the coffee machine. And you also see where is my brand. Let me move over here. There we go. See, I cannot change the brand right here because the single source of truth, I have to change it up here, the brand, and it's going to go down to all the items there underneath. Same with the logo. So you don't have to update everything by itself because we have a single source of truth. Hey, I have one label here, so you're going to update it on the top one, for example. If I go to cooking pots and pans, also, I have 3 labels. If you think about clothing, right? So I have the brand and then I have this pot in black, different sizes. I have it in blue in different sizes. And again, you see the gray columns I cannot update. And you see right here, I can only update the brand here on top level. And the color, I can only update it right on this label because it's the color. Okay, so single source of truth, But so this is your item master basically. You can have in there whatever information you want. Of course, when you implement this, you know what you want, what it's needed for the different channels. If I go up here to dashboard, that's what I really want you to see. You have a dashboard. First of all, you have a quality control dashboard. So you go in here and say, hey, there's something wrong with some items. That goes back. You make sure that everything is correct in your database. So you can click on here and see there is a validation error. So it's telling me that those two boxes, there's something wrong. So my E&I number is wrong. And here, there is something wrong with the weight. Okay, and you just update this. So you have a quality control person and it goes back to 0. So if you have somebody, the product manager maybe goes in here every day, and when they see something on here, they see, hey, somebody must have done a change, didn't block him, but I need to fix this. We don't sell this in this color anymore. For example, we are selling it in black, or this is another color. We don't sell it, and you just update it right here. And if I refresh it, it's gone. So very popular is the quality control dashboard, and you can go in here and you go through it, and of course it always should be 0. There's some stuff missing. The width is missing here. So I can highlight this and say it's 23. Just gonna make something up. There we go. Refresh it. This bar goes away. I fixed it. What's wrong over here? It's a different item and the height is missing. And you just fix it. You as the product manager. So that's the quality control dashboard. And you just go through all of this. Expired images. So I have pictures there expired. Imagine you have all those pictures in your ERP system. You don't want them there. And you can put expiration days in there, which makes totally sense, right? We got to get new pictures sometimes, okay? So it's going to tell you those are about to expire. And of course, you configure what you want to see here on that dashboard. But let's say now, so it's talking to my ERP system. You can create your item here and upload it to your, let's say, SAP Business One, or vice versa. A lot of customers, they put the item in Business One, synchronize it into Perfion, and then add all this other information I do not want in my ERP system. So if I go here, I have a SAP dashboard. And you see right here, nothing is there. I'm doing good. But I have a sync running every night or once a week, and I want the system to look into my ERP system and synchronize this. And did I click it? There we go. It's syncing. I see it right here. And you will see that my dashboard will be refreshed. There we go. All of a sudden I have data. So my integration told me, hey, you have some stuff you just got from your ERP system, and you need to look at stuff. There's some stuff missing. So I can go in here. I'm the product manager. And again, you don't see everything. This is for the product manager, maybe. This is for the product manager. This is for my marketing person, and so on. This is for my translator. So I'm going to go in here. And you see right here, those are the items I just got from the ERP system. That means they are maybe selling it, and I maybe need to upload it to my website, whatever channel you want to upload it to. And you see that there is some stuff missing, because over here I do need some more information, which I don't need in the ERP system. So I see, you kind of can see that this is wrong. This is an EIN number is missing. And then you put it in, and you will see, let me actually go here and freeze this column. Come on. Freeze this column so I can scroll and it stays. And it tells you the percentage how how much stuff is missing? Okay, there's still some stuff missing here. So I'm going to put a height in there. And you will see those are all 100%. Those two still have something missing. And I see right here, they have the brand missing. So I can say, okay, this is this brand and this one is this brand. Okay. So I update this. Now they're all 100% perfect. So me as the product manager, I have everything I want this item to have. So I'm just going to update this and approve it. They're approved and we are good to go. It's 0. Me as the product manager, I'm done. But I want to look in here. There's something wrong with my cups. Again, they have the diameter and centimeters missing maybe. I'm just going to put something in there so it goes a little bit quicker because I'm going through all of this and so on. Okay, then I'm going to go in here. I approve it and so on. And you see, I'm just going to highlight all. It does it all at once. And that makes it really nice for you because we all know Excel. You probably know it better than me. And you update it. So this piano black, we don't sell it in black. We're going to sell it in red now, for example. It highlights it and I can approve it. Okay. Let me just make sure I don't let my mouse go. There we go. I refresh it. It's gone. Go back to my dashboard. I'm fine. Now I'm the marketing girl. I'm like, oh, I have some stuff to do. Ooh, mine doesn't look too good. I have some stuff I have to do. Oh, I see right here, there is a description missing. This coffee machine doesn't have a description. So I'm going to go to here and I'm going out to GPT and say, go get me a marketing description for this item. So I'm going to click on here and now it's talking to GPT and it's going to come back with the marketing description. Okay, so if I go here, it's still talking to GPT and they're pretty cool. And if I refresh here, oh, yeah, it's right here. I'm gonna refresh here and you see it gave me the marketing description. I didn't even have to do anything. Then there's some related products they're missing, I see. That means these are related to maybe, let's say, coffee machines. There we go. Let's say it's related to this. I'm just going to do all the same. And oh, I didn't do a very good job. And I'm going to go here. And this is related to, what is this, lifestyle images. So let's go and give him some lifestyle, the beans, the coffee beans maybe. And that's how you update your items. Let me try this one more time. Coffee makers, let's do that, makes more sense. Okay, there we go. Then it's 100%. Again, you as the marketing persons, okay, everything looks good. I got my pictures I need on the website. I got this and that. Lifestyle images, of course, you can have more than one here. Okay, I just do one. I'm done. Perfect, I'm done. Now, what happened now? All of a sudden, I have a 5 here and 5s here. Because now, since the marketing person did her job, now PIM is telling the translator, hey, now you have some stuff to do. There is probably some stuff missing on the language side. So I want to have it in Spanish or even German. Okay. You just make it here and then you can see, okay, there is some stuff missing right here. And for example, here is a German description. And I want to just translate it to German. So you can go in here and say translate. It's going to go and translate it for me. So the system will do it for you. So you can, there we go, description in German. So I'm going to go in here, translate. There we go. And it does all those columns translated to a different language. Okay, so that's the translator right here. Okay, and whatever the translator needs. I had a customer, they stopped doing their catalogs in Spanish because they said we didn't have enough people to translate. And of course, they're looking into PIM now. I'm like, well, we can go back and have different languages again. So let's say he did his job or she did her job and she's good to go. Now, we can go in here. This is ready for the web shop. So you have your logic in the backend, right? If you all hopefully have B1 up, we always think about logic and let the system tell you what to do. So you can go in here and I'm going to change my mode. There is different mode. I can say do it item detail mode. So I can go in here and click on this item. Then it gives me the item details. You guys know this from your ERP system. It's everything about this item. You can do it on the item master too, but I'm going to here to publish. So those are my new item and I want to publish them. So I can say, you know what? These are my categories on my product site. So I'm going to go to my product site. This is my website. And let's see what we have in new. I have those two parts only new. Just an example. So I'm going to go in here and say, you know what? I want this coffee machine going to new. Okay. I can click here also, and it tells me those two parts were new, and now I put this. Doesn't make sense, right? I'm mixing it up, but it's easier for you to see. So then I'm going to say, I'm going to put this cup into new. I'm going to go back here. It's not there yet. But if I go back here now and I say, I want you to publish this one, under new, you see right there, it tells you which category it goes, and I want to publish this. Now, if I go here, just click on it to refresh it. There we go. So they published right away. So you have all your quality control. You have all those dashboards. Make sure the data is correct, and then you can publish it out to the website. Okay, straight from here. And you can keep a look in here all the time. What's already published, it matches it, of course, 100% from here. Okay. So if I do this, okay, I published 2 out of 5. So I have 3 more to go. Okay. So that's publishing. Then ready to print. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go in here because I want you to see how you print reports. Let me go it over here. I'm going to go back to products. So I can go in here and say the coffee machines. Okay. So you can say, I want to do a brand catalog, or I want to do products with many details. Okay. You give it a name. That's a catalog, and I'm going to generate the report. And now it's generating that report. And when you still go to trade shows, I just did, people still have a lot of catalogs, fact sheets. When you go to, there we go, here it is. If you go to a trade shows and stuff, you want to maybe take fact sheets from your, let me do this one. I did Excel, I'm sorry. Something like this. This is a fact sheet. You can do a catalog. And now you see the lifestyle images, you want a bunch of them, and you don't want to have them in the ERP system because I want to make my template pretty. So it creates a nice, beautiful report right away. And I don't know why I did this Excel. Let me check it out. I never have done it Excel. And I probably don't like it. No, because this is just an Excel and export, which we don't like. I don't. Well, you need it probably too, okay? So I'm going to say new report again. There's PDF, and I'm going to try the catalog again. Let's do many details, PDF, so I must have done something wrong. Not paying attention. That's why it was so fast, because it was Excel. And then the other one, I told you, you can go open one up here. If you open this up, then you can also do a fact sheet. So say, hey, on this coffee machine, I'm going to do a new report. And you see it looks different. Now I don't have a catalog because I'm not taking a group of items. I just want a 2-page or 1-page product sheet because I'm going somewhere and I just want to take it with me for my customer. Okay, so printing, automatic printing with a lot of information on it, uploading it to your sites wherever you want, and you can have different channels. You can, as you see, you can have as many channels as you want and have everything correct. This is what this is for, and you have everything in one database right here. So there's my coffee machines. I'm missing pictures, probably expired. There we go. And this is you. This is the catalog. This is something you decide what you want to have on there. And they're really, really nice reports. Gotta get down here. Okay. So you go and have everything in one. Oh, one more thing I gotta show you. So how does this talk to SAP Business One? Okay. Do I have something in SAP Business One I can see? Yes, you can, because we have an integration. You all know the item master. And if I go to my first item master, you see right here, I also have a Perfion tab now. Okay, so I can go in here and I have product data in SAP too. This is data that comes from Perfion. I don't want to have a user-defined field or whatsoever in SAP, but I want to have some stuff showing here, and you decide what you want to show here. Okay, you can also go in here and say, I want to print the product sheet from here. In SAP, you can also open up Perfion from here if you have a license, a view license. That's all you need, right? You can open it from here, and now I'm in the item master data on the detail view. Okay, so here I have all my ERP information, my technical stuff, my marketing stuff, and so on. So it's fully integrated to SAP. I have a bar up there, I cannot see it. And you see right here, you decide what you want to see. So maybe you want to see something else. Let me see if I remember how to get there really quick. If I go to features, feature data, I go here and I say products. This has all my information about the products. It's under features. I always forget. Yeah. So you go to your products right here. You go here. You right click. I'm just going to say edit configuration. And I go to family. And I'm going to say I also want in SAP, I also want to see the dimensions in SAP. I'm just going to check it. I'm going back to SAP. And I'm going to refresh this. And you see the dimensions are here now. So you decide what you want to see over here. And now you saw how quick it goes, and it's real time. It's talking to each other. Okay. So if you have an item that's not Perfion, you see this one is not a Perfion item. I don't have any information, because you might decide there's items you don't want to have on the Perfion side. You don't need it. Those are non-Perfion items, and you most likely will use the item group right here. Okay, so this was your PIM solution. It's a single source of truth. You have in the ERP, I always say I used to implement SAP, you need the item code and the price for you to sell it, right? But you want so much more over here on the PIM solution, because you want pictures, you want to print catalogs, you want to translate different, you want to have help to get description, marketing description. All this you would do in here. It's one single source of truth. So it saves a lot of time. What I hear from customers, saves a lot of time. They have all the data correct with their item masters, and save a lot of time keying stuff on Excel spreadsheets and so on. Okay. So I can, I was on time. I'm pretty good. I can open it up for questions. If you have any questions, I don't know, Elizabeth or Lauren, if you can unmute everybody, or you just put it in the chat. Are there any questions? If you want to do a deeper dive or see it again, of course, one-to-one, contact Elizabeth. Of course, we'll be more than happy to do so.
I have a question, Rosie.
Of course.
In SAP, we have the DTW to mass import data for items and things like that. Does the PIM have something like that as well?
To import data?
Yeah, like if you're using PIM, the Perfion as the sort of source of truth. If you were to import, mass import some items, there we go.
Right here.
Okay.
Absolutely. So it depends what you do. Usually the ERP system is the one, but the other way around it works too, because I have two customers right now. They say, we are creating items in here, but we are not sure yet if we're going to sell it. Okay,
Right.
if it's going to be the new model, but they want to keep it in the PIM solution just in case they're going to go back to it. But they only really, let's say you have 3 different models, but they maybe only push one up to SAP because you don't need the other ones if they are inactive, right? Yeah,
right.
Absolutely right. Yep, I do have customers doing that.
All right, Rosie, another question for you. How many different types of websites or external places can you push to through this PIM?
I think it depends, Deb. There is different licenses. How many channels you have? There's an enterprise license. There's 4 different kind of packages, and it tells you what you can have. And I can, Stephen, I sent this over to you. I really don't know on top of my head. So it's really, there is a package, just people, they want to print. That's all they need. We have really a printing package. Then we have an e-commerce. You have 3 or 5 channels. I forgot. I don't know it on top of my head. But we have 4 different packages. And of course, the higher you go up, the more you get.
Right.
So it's for everybody, really. It's really, so why do you want to have an enterprise one if you don't need all of that, right? So, yeah.
Right. Well, I was just thinking if I had 2 or 3 different websites because I was going out to maybe different industries or even levels of a B2B versus a B2C type thing where I have different price levels. We may be selling the same product, but at different pricing levels.
Price levels, yes. And I'm talking about this. We have a supplier portal. I don't have it set up, guys. Okay. So like you said, business to business, the one I went. So this business is sending him the information, let's say the new cell phones, right? And so they got the covers and stuff. So I'm the supplier now. I'm sending it to Rosie now because I want her to sell this. Okay. And then on my side, instead, right now they are sending everything via Excel spreadsheet and they have to key it. So they can do it from here. They synchronize it to me because I have the warehouse, I'm selling it. And then you can also go in here and you said there's supplier updates. And it tells you if there is information missing, the supplier sent you because I've talked to many customers. They said, we get this Excel spreadsheet from the supplier. They want us to sell this, but they're missing information. And we have to go back and forth via email. And here you just approve whatever has the full information. And if not, you reject it and send it back to the supplier via the portal. Pretty cool. So a lot of manual work will be done. That's one of the main things. A lot of manual work will not be needed anymore because you have everything automated and you have it right in here to synchronize back and forth.
To piggyback off of Deb's question, let's say you're running SAP with a few different company databases. You have a few different databases for a few different companies. Can they all hook into the same PIM? Or would you need different PIMs for each database?
I would say, Lauren, they all can hook into the same PIM.
Okay.
Hold on. They all need to have B1 up. Yes, they should be. We should be able to map that. Yeah. That's a good question, but they should be able to because it depends on you what data you want to have here from all the different ones, or you want to separate it. Yeah. The one thing you guys need is B1 up, of course. for the consultants here, if you have the usability package now, you have now here under the usability package setup, you have use Perfion extension. So you do need the usability package to have that link between SAP and see the data in SAP. So I hope it was clear. So single source of truth, everything in one spot, and then I will say you spit out to the ERP system and whatever channel you have, what they need. Doesn't have to be the same. If I sell on Amazon, they probably need something different than on my own website, and so on. Good. If there are no more questions, thank you so much. Contact, the team, Quaint team, if you want to do a one-to-one, or if you have questions later, or if you want to discuss if this is something you could use and help you, we'll be more than happy to jump on a call.
Thank you so much, Rosie, for your time and for showing us this. We always appreciate your presence here at Quaint, Rosie.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone else for attending today. Be sure to follow us on LinkedIn and check our email announcements for our next product feature and other great things going on at Quaint. Also, don't forget to check out our website at quaintbusiness.com. We have a resource page there that we have great information, and we have some more follow-up information about this PIM if you'd like to get that. And just, again, thank you for joining us, and let us know if we can be an assistance in helping you research further this great Boyum Perfion tool. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.